Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be filming another journal with me. I haven't filmed one since I think about May of last year, which is a really long time. This one is actually another Studio Ghibli themed page because I watched Howl's Moving Castle in August, and yes, I'm only just getting around to doing this, but don't mind about that. Also, I shared my AirPod case because I thought it was kind of funny because I was going to be listening to some music while I did this page, and my case is Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro, which is a Studio Ghibli film as well, so yeah, I feel like that's all I talk about on this channel in terms of my journal. I promise you there'll be more journal videos coming in the future. I don't really know why I put them off so much, but I really enjoy doing them, and I promise you also that the ones in the future will not always be Studio Ghibli. I find voiceovers quite an effort to do. I'm not sure why that is, but it means that I never really truly relax when I am recording them, which is probably one of the reasons why I tend to put them off, because I feel like I have to have something really profound to talk to you guys about. So I panicked, obviously, after I filmed this video because I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? I can't just talk about these pictures I've literally just printed off the internet. So instead, I went to Instagram and I asked you guys what sort of topics you want me to talk about, and I actually got a good deal of responses, and I'm going to try and cover a couple of them in this video, but I will obviously get to the rest in future videos. I will screenshot those and save them up for other journal with me videos. So I feel like the main thing that you guys really want me to discuss is the media I've been consuming recently. You guys are well aware already that I'm in a bit of a reading slump if you follow along my channel or my Instagram or whatever. But I have been watching quite a lot of films, which I shared little mini reviews with you guys on Instagram on my stories. And I have also been listening to tons of music. I'm sure everyone's sick of me going on about it, but it's literally all I do right now. I don't have any hobbies except for having earphones constantly stuck in my ears. So just briefly, if you saw at the beginning of this video, you see I put a playlist on. You can follow me on Spotify if you'd like. I will link it down below, or just write my username or whatever. I'm not sure how it works exactly because I don't usually share it out, because I feel like, I don't know, there's something I feel like kind of invasive about keeping track of people's music and how you can see what people are up to on the side. And I know you can turn that off and whatever, but I don't know, it's kind of like a weird thing because one part of me wants to share what I'm listening to, another part of me doesn't want everyone knowing what I'm up to, but still, I will share it this time in the description box or in a comment or something like that. In this video, I am listening to the Best of the Strokes playlist. I usually make one of these for each of the artists that I feel like I'm really into, kind of my favourite bands or solo artists or whatever. I feel like the Strokes are just one of those bands that everyone's kind of familiar with, so I've kind of always felt that way, except I hadn't really bothered to listen to any of their stuff. Obviously I heard like Reptilia and stuff like that before, but I really started getting into them in November. It's got a longer story than that, but that's basically what you need to know. I'm just obsessed, basically. I absolutely love their album, which came out in 2020. It's called The New Abnormal, and I love every single track on it, but I'm going to try and narrow down a couple. So The Adults Are Talking, Selfless, Brooklyn Bridge to Chorus, Eternal Summer, At the Door, and Not the Same Anymore. But my two top tracks are Why Are Sundays So Depressing and Ode to the Mets. I've actually almost listed them all, but yeah, they're just so good. I really recommend listening to them, giving them a go if you've never tried The Strokes before. There's been a bunch more music from The Strokes and also various other artists that I've been absolutely vibing with right now, but I thought we'd move on to a couple of films / TV shows, that kind of sort of media, because I know that that's what lots of people on my Instagram are interested in, because obviously I do share those little mini reviews on my stories, like I said before. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but obviously if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'd know that I have already updated. Sorry, I got really distracted by the screen just then because I was on my phone, but yeah, here I was looking for a quote to write underneath this picture here. Anyways, yeah, I watched all of the X-Men films with my little brother because I'd never seen them before, and I felt like, being a Marvel fan, I just need to watch stuff other than just the Avengers. All of those with my little brother, as well as the two Deadpool films, which I hadn't seen before as well. And then we moved on to The Winter Soldier, which I've already seen like a million times, but I just love it, and I made my little brother watch it with me. That is a Avengers film because it's Captain America. I watched the first and second Bourne films with my family, like all of us. For some reason, it's a really big like film in my family. We all seem to enjoy it, but I had actually never seen the second film, and I've watched the first film I think once a couple of years ago, so they've made me sit through the first two, and I enjoyed them, but I don't think quite to the extent that the rest of my family does, which was kind of unfortunate. It was kind of funny watching them because actually one of my favourite songs ever is called The Bourne Identity by the Last Shadow Puppets. It's literally named after one of those films, so it was kind of funny that I didn't draw that connection at all. Obviously I did, but when I was watching I wasn't thinking about it, which was kind of dumb on me probably, but yeah, that's kind of funny coincidence. So the only part of the Bond films I enjoy is the song that isn't even anything really to do with the films. So yeah. Since watching the Bourne films just a couple of weeks ago, I actually haven't been watching too many films. I can't even remember them off the top of my head. I should be keeping a list because I need to keep up with those reviews on Instagram. But yeah, I keep just getting distracted by myself going on my phone. I don't know why. Even when I'm not getting distracted by going on my phone, I'm getting distracted by looking at myself go on my phone. Yeah, that's just life, I guess. I'm so excited for the Disney Plus drops to do with the new Marvel films. I'm really excited for the Loki one especially, and also the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know whether that's the exact title, but yeah, really hyped for those both. But the first one to go on there was obviously WandaVision. So I just randomly clicked on it one evening and I watched it with my older brother just because he asked whether I wanted to watch it in his room because he's got a good screen. Yeah, now it turns out my whole family, well then my mum, are really into it. My mum's only not into it because we haven't watched it with her, but I'm sure she would be if she had. I'm not obsessed with it, but I am keeping up with the episodes. It's like entertaining enough to be bothered to do that. Really, I'm just waiting for the Loki one because I don't know, for some reason he's been my fave recently. I mean, who doesn't love Loki? The main sort of visual media that I have been consuming lately has actually been this TV show called Disenchantment, and it's actually made by the producers slash creators, writers, whatever, of The Simpsons. So if you like that kind of humour, that style of humour, that, you know, whatever, what am I trying to say? Then I think you'd really enjoy it. It's basically set in this fantasy, like historical medieval land. You're following this princess called Tia Beanie and her father, who's the king obviously, and you're also following an elf called Elfo and a little devil called Lucy. It really does sound bizarre now that I'm speaking about it, but I feel like if you tried to explain The Simpsons to someone who had no idea what it was, they would also think you were quite weird. Yeah, just give this one a go, guys. If you like a cartoon, if you like something that's kind of like cozy and friendly, but also really funny, and it has this kind of almost dark style of humour, then I feel like you'd really enjoy this one. And also if you love fantasy or anything like that, then yeah, I'd also recommend it. The animation of the actual land is really beautiful, and the characters are great and all really lovable, really like mischievous, and each have like really distinct strong personality. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm watching that with both of my brothers. That's pretty much all I've been up to media wise, so I guess I'll talk about what I'm actually doing on the page really quickly before this video comes to an end. So I really loved Howl's Moving Castle. It follows Sophie, and she is cursed by a witch into a old woman's body, and she's actually a young girl. She basically finds out the only way to cure the curse is to find this wizard called Howl, who supposedly can help her. And she spends this time travelling to find Howl, and then we figure out what Howl's like and his personality, and I just absolutely loved it. The reason why I'm showing my rubber here is because I accidentally rubbed the gel pen too early and I smudged it everywhere, so go me. I also decided to choose Reptilia next, which is why I suddenly had a little drum break there, which was fun but also distracting, and you have no idea how many clips of that I had to cut out for this video. Anyways, I decided to print out all these pictures of Howl's Moving Castle, which most of these were found on Pinterest, I believe. I also copied a little Pinterest picture of Calcifer. I drew him there, and I'll definitely link the original down below. I wrote out in some gel pen, I added some washi tape and some stickers. I also put in this little calendar, which actually came in a calendar that we got gifted last year. Obviously I'm still doing my 2020 journal, so I can still use those months. I haven't even started my 2021 journal yet, which is really good. Life's been a bit of a mess lately, as you can probably tell from how I've been in my last videos, but yeah, I'm working on it. We're slowly changing things around and finally getting this channel done. Here I am having another dance break. What was I listening to? Oh, Why Are Sundays So Depressing? That's me whenever this song comes on. Every single time, I promise you. It's kind of a problem. But yeah, as I put this last little piece of washi tape down, I believe that is the end of this video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or commenting anything you want down below. Thanks for bearing with me while it's taken such a long time to film and upload more journaling videos for you. I promise you there'll be more in the future and more frequently and less Julia Ghibli ones. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about anything and everything in this little voiceover. I am still practicing, getting better, you know, constantly. Let me know topics you guys want me to talk about, because I'm sure I'm going to run out of them very quickly again, even after all your lovely suggestions on Instagram. And yeah, please subscribe if you want to see more journaling or lifestyle and bookish videos. And without further ado, I'll leave you guys now. Bye!